city is your city. Come share it with us.
Hello and welcome here to beautiful Kingston, Ontario, home of the Queen's Gales, here at Richardson Stadium. My name is Jacob Ewing. 3 days ago on Thursday morning, we started OFSAA AAA, boys. The tournament was a success. A full day on Thursday, a full day on Friday of pool play. Made it all the way here to Championship Saturday, a semifinals matchup, and now we've made it. Both teams have worked all season for this moment. On one side, it's the St. Martin Mustangs, the defending champions, facing off against Mother Teresa, the Spartans from the AAA region. And we're off and underway for the gold medal here at OFSAA AAA Boys Soccer. We've seen the Mustangs many times throughout these last couple days, including earlier today at a semifinals win, 3-1 the final score. And that was a great game. Very dominant this Mustangs team is, but a new team is upon us we haven't seen here at Richardson, but obviously has been very successful in order to make it to this moment. Here's Mother Teresa as they'll have their first little bit of possession there. Back and forth they work it on the far side. And they'll work it back into the middle and play it back to the back line and calm everything down. That's Robinson. He'll give it off. Good ball movement here early on. Trying to work its way to the top of the box. Have an opportunity here if they can find an open lane, and they do, but just fired wide as that's Jacob Brown with the first opportunity of the game. So both these teams will get to feel each other out here early on and see each other's play style. The Mustangs very good in the midfield and love to play it from the back. Here's Kostic, a big defender who stays very poised at all times and demands the field. Far side. Dawaki will get taken down, and they'll switch it into the midfield. There'll be a foul committed by Dawadik, and we'll have a free kick incoming for the Spartans. It's number 17 that'll be the taker. That's Franz. Pardon me, make that number 4. Log. He'll send it into the box, looking for a head on it, and a prime opportunity as Maradash was there inside the box, but we'll just send it wide. So early press here for the Spartans. We'll see how the Mustangs counteract this and try to work it out their own end. Here's Dewsbury. Dewsbury just taking his time. He'll give it off to Javia. They'll try to work it up the field. Turned over almost immediately. Fast feet here from the Spartans early on. They'll try to send it down the line. That's denied by Najee. They'll send it to the far side. Turned over. Here's Dawadik. He'll decide to send it to Ibrahim. Ibrahim will fight for it with an opposing player. That's Deacon Dito. And he'll play a quick free kick. To the back line, wearing the captain's armband, one of the two is Isaiah Lodge. And they'll switch it to the right back. Try to play it up the field. Nice little play to get to the outside. And McLean not able to keep that ball in. So Dewsbury will have a throw-in on the near side. Dewsbury, pardon me, the Spartans in the green and yellow. Green and white make that. And in the bright whites and gold numbers is the St. Martin Mustangs. And their own end, they'll just play it short. Try to control things. Need to get the ball upfield as the Spartans are really pressing here. Jacob Brown, the front attacker. And they'll play it to Kostic and work it around the back. A lot of press here from the Spartans here early. Here's Dewsbury. He's blocked by McLean on the near side. And so we'll have a throw on the near side. Dewsbury will be the taker. Looks for down the line to Najee. He'll tap it back to Dewsbury. Gives it to Correa for Dardo. A very good midfielder here for the Mustangs. We'll look to take the game over and command it as he normally does. Najee keeps it on the near side. McLean fighting for it. We'll have a whistle. And it'll be a foul going against. Make that a throw-in, pardon me, on the near side. And a put it on the ground. So it will be, looked like it was going to be a throw-in, but it will be a free kick. They'll switch sides on the back line. Robinson takes all of his time. We'll play it in to Ramirez Latella. Back inside. And now they'll make it. Franz switches it in the midfield. They'll try to make their way in. Here's a fake shot. Top of the box. Still working their way in. Opportunity here as they work their way around a couple. Some fancier move from Mateo Maratas. And out of bounds it goes. We'll see a goal kick. They'll play it short. The Mustangs normally like to play it short, but this very aggressive team, the Spartans, might force them to change up their strategy. Here's Correa Furtado. Hell of a defender on his back, needing to turn. Najee taps it in. Back to Correa Furtado. Nice move. Little 1-2 to get around. He's got space on the outside, and he'll use it. He goes down. They'll won't play advantages. It will get turned over, so we'll have a free kick upcoming at around the 30-yard line for the Mustangs. So they'll set up for the free kick. The tanker looks to be Jesse Govia. See what Govia will decide to do. He is 30 yards out. Could try a shot if he's confident. He'll chip it in instead. Looks for a head back post. That was Kostic. Correa Furtado will bop it up. Still in the box here. Here's Kostic with an opportunity. He'll try to play a back post, and running for it is one of the defenders. That's Lucas Snow. Snow will lose it, and the Spartans will fire it upfield looking to transition. But Ginsang will keep that one in. And Jacob Brown will battle. Correa Furtado to Najee on the inside. Najee. Correa Furtado, a little fancy footwork, will be boinked out of bounds by Mason Franz. Dewsbury on the throw. McLean will battle with Correa Furtado until that one goes out of bounds, and will be a Spartans throw. Down the field, Jacob Brown will be the first one to it. Najee will keep it in for the Mustangs. And McLean will let it roll out of bounds, and will have another throw for himself, just working their way up the field slowly but surely. Here's Brown down the near side line. Brown trying to cut in. He'll go around Kostic. Now he'll cross it in. Not much height on it. And a very dangerous play there, as on the goal line, Robert Dawadik decided to play it to his keeper, who was just 2 feet away from him, who's on the goal line. A scary, dangerous play there will result in a goal kick, as it was tipped out of bounds by a Spartans player. But dangerous, dangerous play there from the Mustangs. Have to move that ball up the field instead of backwards. Lucas Snow will play it to Baginsang, and he'll have to play it back to his keeper. Skovich will get a touch on the ball. Here's Kostic. Dewsbury up the near side. Dewsbury looks inside. And an effort from Isaiah Loge will earn a free kick. And they'll play it across. Ramirez Latella outside to Kibulos, and out of bounds that will go for a Spartans throw. Kibulos will play it back. Controlled from the back line. They'll just play it around nice and safe. Look to play down the line. Dewsbury there. McLean fighting with Correa Furtado. He's got two Spartans on him, trying to work it. Franz will get to McLean. McLean making his way to the box. He's got a lane. If he wants it, he'll try a shot. That one's blocked by Kostic. Dewsbury will jump up first. Take it across the field from his position. Looks for Ibrahim, and Ibrahim will turn on the Jets. Trying to beat a defender. Gets by him. Now he's in the box. Turns it in. Opportunity, and a good step there by a Spartans defender to clear that one out of danger. Here's Kabilos. Into the midfield. DiCandido. Brown. Franz with a turn. We'll try to play it outside, but Franz will take down Correa Furtado. And Correa Furtado will stay down for just a moment's time and make his way back up. A free kick on the Mustangs' 41-yard line. And so we'll have a substitution here. It'll be number 11, DeMuro, making his game debut, taking off Jacob Brown. And so they'll pass it around the back. Snow to Kostic. Dewsbury trying to cut inside. Nice step there from the defender. Back to Kostic. Correa Furtado will be tackled by Franz and sent out of bounds. We'll have a Mustangs throw on the near side. In it goes. Turned the other way almost immediately. This one bouncing. We're going to leave it for the keeper this time, and Niskovic will play to the far side with Dawadik with tons of space. Shielding off a defender, and that one will go out of bounds. Is just sent out by the Spartans, and will have a throw in for the Mustangs. Dawadik will give it off. The Mustangs will calm it down, and it will be a Spartans throw as the Mustangs try to move it quickly on that far side, but they'll have to stop up. And Snow will play it back to Niskovic, and we'll give it back to Snow, trying to open up this field. 12 minutes gone here in the first half of the OFSAA championship game. Looking to crown the best team in the province. Here's a long ball right to the keeper, and he'll just roll it out for his back line. Here's a long ball. Snow, the first one to it, got to be careful. He'll head it to his keeper to allow him to pick it up as Felipe Kabilos was putting on the pressure. He'll give it back to the back line. Najee trying to work. And a throw-in one for the Spartans by Naiva. So Naiva will have a throw on the near side. Looking for the field to open up a little bit. He'll throw it down the line for Jacob Brown. And maybe a little head contact with Kostic as he'll hold on to his head just a little bit, make sure he's okay. Ref will go and check on him. Dewsbury will throw it in to Correa Furtado. And he'll just play it up the field, but not before Loge plays it right back down. Jacob Brown with a touch at the top of the box, but can't be settled down. Here comes a couple tackles. Will be won by the Mustangs. They'll try to work it up the near side. Here's Najee. He'll cut in, look for some open space in the field, and he'll find a teammate. Nice play. To Snow. Snow will scan the field. All the time in the world for Snow. He'll take it, though. Dawadik Back to Snow with a 1-2. He'll leave it for a teammate. Looks for Snow once more. Out of bounds it will go as it hits the player who was standing out of bounds. So Ramirez Latella will have to get back a little bit for the Spartans. Here's a play to Correa Fredado. Opportunity at the top of the box. He'll try with the left foot. And soars over the net. But that was a look from one of the premier midfielders of the Mustangs. Naiva will play it outside to Kabulos. And a nice tackle there from Naji will go the way of the Spartans. Kubilas will throw it in. Dewsbury will step up and Neva will play it. And slowing things right down is the back line. DiCandido will play it over. Naiva plays it up. Here's an opportunity with a turn in the midfield. They'll go back inside down the line to Kobilas. Dewsbury will beat him to the ball. Nice 50-50 battle, won by Kobilas. Back up top of the box. Penetrates in. Lucas Snow will fire it out. Good footwork there. That was Mateo Maratas inside the box. And here comes the other way, Correa Furtado. He'll play it outside to Dawadik. And he'll go on a run. Lots of space here to scan the field quickly and make a play. Back to Correa Furtado. Battle on the far side line. Jacob Brown will try to chip it back. And here's the success. Here's Franz. Franz back for Brown. Brown's got a look. He'll try a shot. And easily handled by Niskovic. A little 1-2. Dewsbury now with some space. Here come the Mustangs the other way. Down the line for Naji. He'll be able just to get there in time, cross it in, and off of Naiva, and out of bounds it goes for a corner. Just over halfway through this first half now. Both these teams going chance for chance. The first goal will be so crucial, especially in a championship game like this, where goals are definitely going to be of the essence. This one crossed in, looking far post. Headed away, still in the box though. At the top of the box, here's Meta. He'll leave it for a teammate, and Govio will just set it at the keeper. A diving effort will be able to handle that one down and settle it. They'll play it on the ground. So Robinson plays it up for McLean. McLean with a long ball. A little bit too long will go in the hand of Niskevich, and he'll just play it short to Snow. Snow likes what he sees on the other side. Cautious will step up. Bit too heavy of a touch for him. Now he's got to be careful. He's a bit far off his line. Here's a chance. Franz, good step up there by Correa Furtado to recover. And Dewsbury will fire up the line, just go out of bounds. And it will be a ball for the Spartans. So it'll be a throw-in. Kibilos will be the throw-in taker. Down the line. Two defenders on his back, and eventually swarmed, and it will go off the foot of Naji. Out of bounds for another Spartans throw. Spartans have been pretty offensive here in the first 20 minutes. For our first time seeing them, we've seen the Mustangs many times here on the stream today and yesterday. Here's Naji working his way into the midfield, but so far the toughest task it looks for this Mustangs team has been the Spartans. Maybe a lot more, bring a lot more pressure than some of the other teams the Mustangs have faced. Don't give you a lot of room to work with. Ibrahim on the far side, nice tackle by Robinson. Dawadik will play down the line. He'll stay onside. Try to cross something in the box for Jovia. He'll cut in. Opportunity at the side of the net. And skies it over top. Let's not forget how the Mustangs got here. It was a penalty shootout win after a 0-0 draw through 80 minutes. Nobody could figure it out through regulation and extra time. And they won a crucial penalty shootout. DiCandido will give it off. Ramirez Latella on the far side. Here's McLean. McLean with some fancy footwork will play it inside to Maratej. Nice play, nice deception there. For Maratej, he'll just barely get out of bounds and give it right to Niskovic, who will just play it from the back. This Mustangs team likes to play it from the back, would rather do it than fire it downfield and chase it. Here's a run down the far side line by Correa Furtado, and he keeps possession. Beautiful play to get it downfield. Gives it for Jovia. Battling around, player goes down, they'll play through it as no call will be had. Gives it over. Candendito will just have some miscommunication and give that ball away to Najee. He gets it back. Look down the line to Dewsbury. Dewsbury with one on him. We'll get inside. Nice play. Gets it to Jovia. Looks back for Dewsbury. Little tick-tackle here for the two players on the left side. And finally a tackle. Well played out of bounds for a corner. Nice work there by Dewsbury and Jovia to work with the two of them and eventually work it for a corner. So Jovia will be the taker. In the midfield, here's Correa Furtado. And we fire out of bounds is just playing with that one maybe a little bit too close to the net and too close for comfort was DeCandido as well as Naiva. Here's a throw in for Dewsbury. We'll start the transition. Brown. Maratej will get a hand on it accidentally, and it'll be a free kick incoming at about the 48-yard line. They'll play it across. Dawadik. Snow. Ibrahim. Looks back for Dawadik, and he'll take a run down the line now with Robinson on him. He pulls back. Back for Ibrahim. Snow will take his time, look up, make a play. Gives it back to Ibrahim, some small ball here, and eventually will be fired right to the keeper, and he'll put up a slow roller. So to play through the middle, Correa Furtado gets some ball on that one, and now we'll turn it over. Here's Jovia getting close to the box, and a whistle will be blown. And it will be foul going against the Spartans on their own 27-yard line. And an opportunity here for the Mustangs either to play it short and try a shot or even try a shot from this far out. The taker will be Jesse Jovia. Dewsbury also there. We'll see who takes it. Jovia with a shot. Off the post, still there for the rebound, and sent away. Inches away from opening the scoring were the Mustangs, but it rings off the pipe, and we stay tied at 0-0. Dewsbury battling. I'll be off the chest of Kubilas and out of play. Dewsbury. Jovia will have this ball, who just took that free kick moments ago. Correa Furtado will play it down to Dewsbury. Dewsbury has an opportunity to cross. He'll go deep. Now play it. Off the foot. Still in dangerous territory. Trying to get it away. It's bouncing. And Robinson will just lob it in the air. Brown will get ahead on it. And Maratej will have a nice turn and send it down the field. It will go out of bounds for a Mustangs throw. Dawodig will be the taker. Searching for an option here. Finally gives it to Ibrahim. He'll cut in and play back and controlled from the Spartans as they'll look to switch sides. There's DeCandido. Play a long ball, try to find Marataj, and Snow will beat him to it and probably try to box out. And the keeper, Neskovich, will play a quick ball to Dawadik. Still on the far side. 5 minutes to go here before halftime. Back and forth battle between these two teams. Searching for gold here in the OFSAA Championship final. Here's Korea. Furtado will play it over to Dewsbury. Dewsbury finds an opening gap. He'll take advantage. Looks down the line for Nagy. Nagy will slow up. Inside the box. Takes a turn. It's Govia. Govia will take it low. He'll try a cross now, and a good effort there from Isaiah Loge to deflect that one out of bounds. We'll see an upcoming corner kick for the Mustangs. Dewsbury will be the one to take it. He'll lob it in. That one, lots of pressure on it. Off the back post and in. It's sent far side, and Kostic is there to deflect it in. And the St. Martin Mustangs have a 1-0 lead here in the championship game. Kostic was planted back post, waiting for that ball. It's whipped it from Dewsbury. And the Mustangs, 4 minutes before halftime, have themselves a lead. And a 1-0 lead here. Now the Mustangs control, but here comes the counterattack. We'll get all the way to Deskovich, and he'll take his time. Here comes the Spartans. Taken over by Snow, he'll play it. Thrown in, Korea Furtado. The Mustangs now playing with confidence after getting the first goal. Here's Jacob Brown. We'll play it to the near side. Here's Kabilos. We'll have a missed touch there, and Bagansang will play it in. Here's Bagansang once more. He looks for a through ball for Ibrahim on the far side. Robinson will beat him to it. And that one will be kept in. Here's Dawadik inside. Korea Furtado will not be able to get a connection on that one. And here come the Spartans the other way. And Dawadik, a nice effort there to keep it in. He'll control it. Back at Sang. Switches to Kostic. To Dewsbury. Dewsbury to back at Sang. We get taken down, and we'll have a free kick awarded. So the goal scorer will tap it into Korea Furtado. He'll go inside and drop it for a teammate. Here's Govia. They'll switch it all the way outside. Over a minute to go now here in the first half. That one's played right to the opposite side of the net, and out of bounds it will roll. We'll have a goal kick incoming just momentarily. Ibrahim will pick it off. They'll start the transition up. Ibrahim with some space. Top of the box, he'll try a shot, and getting in front of it was a Spartans defender. Hounded from behind. This one up the line. Career Fadano will get a touch and will have a whistle being blown. This one will go against the Mustangs, and now the Spartans will whip it in. And they'll play it off, and Niskovich will just get a touch on that one and hold on to it. Play it on the ground and send it far and long. And there is the halftime whistle, as no time will be added. A back and forth half it was. Both these teams trying to get their game going, calm the nerves, and keep the adrenaline pumping. But it's a goal off a corner kick as tall man Nikola Kostic gets the head on it and sends it in. It's 1-0 here at halftime. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the championship final of the AAA Boys OFSAA Championship. We'll be back after a 5-minute halftime. Don't go anywhere.
Our city is your city. Come share it with us.
We welcome you back here to the AAA Boys OFSAA Championship game here at Richardson Stadium. Second half action between the St. Martin Mustangs, the defending champions, and Mother Terresa Spartans. It was a goal off a corner kick headed in by Nikola Kostic that gave the Mustangs a 1-0 lead. And we'll see how the Spartans respond here. A fresh new half to get going. Here's Robinson in his own end. He'll look to play it in the midfield. It wasn't a bad half at all for the Spartans. In fact, I think they might even had both teams kind of owned different parts of that half, having great opportunities. So they're definitely not having a lack of opportunities. They just need to convert. Here's Candidito. Kabilos will play it, and Bagant Sang will have a nice read to turn that ball over. Nice play to Ibrahim down the line. They'll keep it in. He'll cut inside. And taken down, but they'll call that all ball. And the ref will play on. Baratas tries to play a ball, which will end up right in the hands of the keeper. And he'll just hold on to it. He'll roll it out to Kostic, the goal scorer. Mirta. Bagant Sang. Battle now is Dawadik sent it into a Spartans player, and one goes down. I believe we're going to have a foul being called. And a potential upcoming free kick here. It will be. For the Spartans, they'll play it on the ground. Here's Lodge. He'll play it over. Now they'll try to go up the midfield. Just passing it around the back line. Still will stay on that far side. Now they'll work it up the field. Here's Ramirez Latella. Looks to go on the near side. Bagant Sang denies. Now they'll throw it down the line. Here's McLean. McLean will whip it in, looking for back post. And headed away by Dawadik. It's spin attempt from Ibrahim with the roulette. We'll still have possession, and we'll try to play it upfield, but denying that one will be the back line, and the Spartans will just regroup here. Lodge will take his time. Ramirez Latella. Look for Jacob Brown. Brown now has an option outside, and Dewsbury will read that one. And Correa Ferdato will take over, but a miscommunication there by the Mustangs leads to more possession from the Spartans. Down the line, they'll look for McLean. It's going to slow down for him. He's got tons of room to make a play. And he'll just fire a shot. Tight angle, but almost was able just to slot it in. It'll go out of bounds nonetheless, and we'll have a free kick, which just gets a little bit too much heat on it. He was looking for Dewsbury, and out of bounds it goes. Here's the throw for Lodge. On the near side now, here's Robinson. Kavilos will play it down the line. Will stay in. It will just trickle out, but it'll be off a Mustang. So the Spartans will retain possession. It's Maratas searching. He'll now play it in and get it back. And Dawadik will fire that one all the way down in a chasing Govia for the Mustangs. Won't be able to get there in time as the keeper will come all the way out of his net and play it in the corner. Has to be careful. He is. Now the Spartans will look to work it upfield. Nagy will commit a foul for the Mustangs, and the Spartans will just play it quickly and switch it to DeCandido. Try to play it up the middle for Brown. Brown gets a touch on it. Here's Mirataj, and a nice tackle by Lucas Snow to kill that attack. And Naskovich will jump on it and hold on. They'll roll it over to Kostic. Battle in the midfield. And a whistle will be blown. There'll be a foul going against Correa Ferdado. And we'll have a free kick in the midfield, and DeCandido will leave it, and they'll play it quickly. Kabilos on the inside. Tries a 1-2. DeCandido will get it. He'll play it back for Losh. Around the back, Dewsbury will jump all over that, but go right back to the back line, and coming it down is Naiva. Here's McLean, trying to work his way around Dewsbury. He does, and he plays it inside. Here's an opportunity for the Spartans trying to tie up the game. Here's Jacob Brown with some space. DeCandido, a little bit in front of him. He'll try to cross it in. Here's an opportunity inside the box. The Spartans, Jacob Brown, save from the keeper. The Spartans will try to work it back in. McLean takes a turn. He'll try a shot himself. Dewsbury denies. And finally out from the Mustangs. And turn right back over. The Spartans continuing to keep possession. Here's Robinson. Kubilos. Baratas. And tries to switch to another side of the field. Won't work. And the Mustangs will have possession now. Ibrahim will slow it down and play it back to Baginsang. Here's Dawadik. Nice little play there. Looked for Merta, but won't be enough. And Loesch will take over and start to head upfield for the Spartans. Ramirez Latella over to McLean. Working the ball very well. The Spartans are. Here's in the box. Here's an opportunity for Kabilos if he can get there, and Snow will be first to it and poke it out of bounds. So Ramirez Latella on the near side will have a throw. Maratas now trying to work and be careful as he has to keep it in. This one's sent inside. Jacob Brown the first one to it. Brown will play it back for Robinson. And they'll start the switch. McLean will cross it in. Looks for Brown. Brown gets on it and just misses. The Spartans are there, trying to tie up this game early in the second half. They know what's on the line. OFSAA gold. And if they keep having opportunities like that, they'll eventually find the back of the net. The Mustangs on their back foot, kind of like how they were pressured right out the gates of the first half as well. They were able to adjust really well. We'll see if that's the same case here in the second half. Neskovic will send it the length of the field. Nagy over one. Here's Novia inside the box. Looking to get around to one. He's got the keeper to beat. He's trying to chip him, and a nice save there, and a clearance will come through. A foul will be called, and they'll play it quickly. DeCandido look for Brown. Not a lot of numbers up the field for the Spartans, though, and Dewsbury will grab that ball. Dewsbury will get it back. Dewsbury dancing through a couple. He's got some space. Tries to play Ibrahim. And Novia will have to touch it out of bounds. And that will go for a corner. The last time the Mustangs had a corner, it ended up in the back of the Spartans' net. So Dewsbury will set back up again, and Kostic will go to his position on the back post. Will await the cross from Dewsbury. Nice and high. Way over top of everybody, and goes from one flag almost to the other. And a goal kick will result in it. I'll take his time and search where he wants to play. It's substitution coming into this game for the Mustangs. That's Garcia. joining the midfield for St. Martin. Robinson in his own end. Kubilas off the play quickly. He does. 1-2 inside. Nice spin there by Criafredado. And he gets through a couple. Still gains possession. Here's Garcia. He sees some open space. He'll try one. And will just miss to the right of the goal. So Robinson on his own back line. 10 minutes gone here in the second half. Still the same scoreline we had going into halftime, 1-0 Mustangs. And a championship game, but the Spartans have had a lot of pressure to start this second half. Here's McLean. But McLean trying to turn on the Jets and get inside. Does successfully. Here come the Spartans. They'll try to cross it in. Here's an opportunity. Far side of the box. Brown reaching. Unable to find it. And that ball just kept in bounds. And eventually will go out and will be a Spartans throw. They'll point it now. Here's Maratas. Working. Still has it. Look for the outside. Dewsbury will be the first one there and just hammer it out of danger. DeCandido makes a nice move. He's got some room now. He'll try to play a through ball, but not ready for it was Maratas. Now they play it in, and it's kicked away. In the midfield. Poked up, right to Dewsbury. Play over to Nagy. Ibrahim. Trying to play it up, blocked by Robinson. And almost drowned in the midfield there by the Mustangs, and here it comes the Spartans. Down the far side, here's McLean. Saved away from Niskovic. Another grade A opportunity for the Spartans. And we'll have a throw-in on the far side after the clearance. The Spartans are there looking to tie things up in a game to claim gold. Approaching halfway through this second half, and here comes the Mustangs on the attack. Go right to the line, try across there, and the keeper will easily have that one scooped up. And in his possession, he'll play it short as he sees some open space to his left. It's moving up the field now. And turned over. Here comes the Mustangs. This is Garcia. Garcia gets through a couple. We'll play it back to Bagensang. Bagensang will switch it to Dewsbury. Back to Dewsbury. He's got some speed now down the far side. Dewsbury trying to cut in. Will go down, but a fair ball will be won by the Spartans, and McLean will find this in his own end. McLean will fire it right to the feet of Nagy, though, and still the Mustangs on the attack. Nagy. Play it to Dowadick, and had to go back to get that, so the Spartans will try to press them a bit further out than how far they were up the field just moments ago. Robinson will find that ball. Play it in. Ramirez Latella. And slowly but surely, the Mustangs still continuing to keep possession of this ball, even if it means playing it around the back. They'll try to press up the midfield now. Maratas trying to find Jacob Brown. Now a nice header there from Kostic to get it out of danger. Ramirez Latella gives it off to DeCandido. He'll try to go up the middle. Brown, one touch. Maratas trying to get there. Snow will fire it away. Here's Robinson. Kubilas on the near side. He'll take a look up. DeCandido in the midfield. Gives it back. DeCandido sees far side. Offside flag is up, and the whistle will blow. That's McLean just a few steps off. So a quick free kick played as we've reached halfway through this second half. of the OFSAA AAA Boys Soccer Championship between St. Martin and Mother Teresa. It's a 1-0 Mustangs game. But the Spartans have been pressing and have been the better team here in the second half. But it's been a good defensive effort from the Mustangs. Here comes Mother Teresa. DeCandido trying to force it through. Here's Brown at the top of the box. They'll poke it back to Kabilos. DeCandido. To get through one will go down and a foul will be called on Dawadik. And an opportunity for a cross or even potentially a shot here for the Spartans. Be a Marataj on the end of it. And we'll see what the strategy will be here. Prime opportunity to tie this game up here in the championship game. Marataj sends it in, looks for a header, finds one, but it will be deflected out of bounds off of I believe it went off a Spartan's head, and it did, so we'll have a goal kick incoming for Neskovic. To Kostic. Long ball up the field. Not able to be handled by a Mustangs player, and DeCandido will have this ball now. He'll play it over to Kabilos. Kabilos will attack rapidly. Nice foot there by Dawadik. He'll get it away. Kostic will hammer it, and it'll go off of Ibrahim and out of play. So another throw, Kabilos, and their coaches of the Spartans saying, let's keep this pace up and keep the Mustangs on their back heels. Here's Korea Fadano. We'll find Baggett Sang, and look at the swarm of green around each player with possession. Go out of bounds off Kabilos. Will have a Mustangs throw. Thrown in now after he needed another one to make it happen. This one down the line. And we'll keep it in. Switches it over. Spartans have been everywhere, have found everything, except for the back of the net. Here's Nagy. Govia challenged, and that's a fair ball. DeCandido will try to play a through ball for Kabilos, but Snow will fire it the length of the field. And Robinson will be first to it. So the work from the back now. 12 minutes to go here in the OFSAA final. Robinson gives it off. DeCandido doing some work. Kabilos on the near side. They'll go back to Robinson after a strong midfield from the Mustangs. Up the field now. Dawadik getting another hand on it. To the head. Dawadik will play it over. Korea Fadano will play it up, and Nagy will be the first one to it. Battling with McLean, shoulder to shoulder. Deemed fair down the line. They'll just keep it in. And a nice tackle will result in a Mustangs ball, and they'll just play it out. Still in, though. Here's McLean. He sees an opportunity. He'll play it into the box. DeCandido will pop it up, and the keeper will come out and just punch it. Still in playable territory, though. DeCandido will slow things down. Ramirez. Latella will give it away. Here comes Baggett Sang. And Garcia will play it to Govia. Baggett Sang will take his possession in a nice move to get around one. Opens himself up a little bit. Down the line once more. Govia. He's got two on him. Robertson's shadowing. And eventually will turn it over. And a whistle will be called. The foul going against Govia. So the Spartans will play quickly. Murata is turned over by Carrillo Fernando. And a foul going against Murata, and the Mustangs will try to play quickly. And a yellow card will be given out. Going against Mateo Muratas off the foul, as the ref has put him in the books. He'll have to take a minimum break here before he can join back on the field. So substitution will come through. That's number 17. Franz will be taking his place. Out of bounds it goes, as it'll be a Mustangs ball on the far side. Carrillo Fernando back to Dewsbury. McLean trying to play down the line, stopped again, and McLean will have some resilience and get it back. Spins through one. Still with McLean. And eventually turned over, and Kostic will use his keeper, Niskovic, and play it back. The Spartans trying to shift forward and put pressure on the Mustangs. Won't do it quick enough, though. Carrillo Fernando will switch it far side. Here's Ibrahim with some space. Ibrahim, one to beat. Trying to move inside, and a smart play there by Kubilas to position himself in order for the block. Here's Robinson to Franz. Back for Kubilas. Snow will watch it go out of bounds and will have a throw. Spartans will try to collapse in. Here's Ibrahim trying to get around Robinson. Foul will be called going against Ibrahim. And Robinson will have a throw in. 8 minutes to go here before we reach full time. We'll see how much the ref will give for added. But as it stands right now, 8 minutes to go. And the Spartans still needing a goal. This one trying to be played down the line will be stopped. And they'll turn the other way. Looks for Ibrahim. He's going to run. He's got an opportunity at the side of the box. Plays it in. Looking for a teammate, and immediately sent out there by Navia. And so we'll have a couple substitutions coming into this game. Coming back on after his yellow card as Muratas. As well as making his game debut is Jabarti Almuhana. Carrillo Fernando. Kubilas, nice little play to get it back to Muratas. And Dawadik doing some work. Will keep possession for the Mustangs. Kostic. Baggett Sang. Snow. Back around the back line it goes. Just trying to. Time is their friend right now as long as it ticks by. Here's Robinson. Who tries to fire it up. Ibrahim. It'll be called a handball as he partially stopped it with the inside of his arm. And so we'll switch possession, and Robinson will have a free kick. He'll look up the field. Good opportunity for the Spartans to shift up the field as well. A long ball from Robinson. Looks for Muratas. He'll get ahead on it for Brown. Brown's in the box. Brown to the top of the box. DiCandido battling for it. And will win it around Ibrahim. DiCandido trying to go around another will get taken down. And a card will come out. A yellow for Robert Dawadik. So Dawadik will have to go for a substitution. And taking his place with Jaden Mehta. This one sent in. Bouncing around, looks going back post. as the Mustangs got that one go through. And here's a transition as Nagy making his way up the field. Opportunity here on the inside. That will try to play it in. That's denied by Robertson. He'll play it back up. Dewsbury looking for it back. And we'll send right into the feet of Robinson on the Spartans, and they'll transition it over. 5 minutes to go here before we hit the 60-minute mark. The Spartans need to get going now. And that'll be a transition off a handball. And pardon me, make that a free kick now, so they're gonna let the team push up. It's almost do or die here for the Spartans as they're running out of time. Robinson will send it up to Brown. Brown will be there first. He's surrounded by white kits though, and another foul will be called. Marataj will try to play it quickly. So a free kick around the 24-yard line for Marataj and the Spartans. It's in shot territory or available for a cross. The Spartans would love a goal right now, trying to force extra time. Sent in for the cross, looking back post for a head, and they'll call a corner. They'll play it short and quickly. The Spartans, now they send the corner in, looking for somebody off a Mustang's head, and will head out of bounds. So Marataj will play it quickly. 3 minutes to go here in the OFSAA Championship Final. Brown, Marataj, battling for it. Will keep it in and play it, and poked out. Back to the back line in their own half. Didn't even get it back in. They'll play something down the line. Marataj will calm it down. He crosses in, looking for McLean. Back post opportunity for the Spartans. They'll poke it in, and Ibrahim will fire it. Here's Loge. He'll make a play. Gives it back to Neva, down the line. It will just be played out of bounds. And we'll have a throw-in for the Mustangs. Every second that ticks by is a second closer the Mustangs are for being champions. And a foul will be committed by the Spartans. They need to stay composed, cannot afford to get frustrated here. So we'll have a free kick for the Mustangs. They'll take it quickly and play it in. Turned over. Korea Fadato will play that one, and they'll play it back and forth. Nice play to get free, and look at all this open field here in the midfield. Dewsbury will get, and a player will get taken down, and a card is coming out here. It'll be a yellow card for Isaiah Loge. And that will send him off for potentially the rest of the game. So D. Morrow will take his place. And it's a free kick in a dangerous area for the Mustangs. One extra minute of added time, says the referee. And Bagot Sang will be on the end of it. Under a minute to go in regulation. Bagot Sang, a potential shooting in dangerous area. He shoots. Save from the keeper. Still in the box though. They'll try to turn it around. Bouncing around it is. And now they need a transition. They'll fire it upfield, but no green shirts are there. Sent back into the box. At the top of it. And DeCandida will go down. And they'll start the transition. A yellow card is given out to Nagy. And Dawidik, who got a yellow card earlier, will get back in this game. Now we've reached full time. Seconds away, you have to think, as the ref didn't give much at a time. Here's Robinson. A last-ditch effort here for the Spartans. They'll play it in. Here's Brown. Brown, Kabulos, and Kostic will fire it away. They need to play it quickly. Kubilos. For Neva. Kubilos trying to get around one, and Dewsbury will fire it the length of the field. It will stay in play. And the keeper will come out, and there's the full-time whistle. The St. Martin Mustangs win a very close game here in the championship and are the AAA Boys OFSAA Soccer Champions. It's over. A close game. There was no room to breathe throughout this whole entire 60 minutes. And it's a goal off a corner of the hero, Nikola Kostic. And Mother Teresa, a great effort. Just not able to capitalize when they had opportunities. Shots 5-5. Very equal. Represents how close this game really was. But St. Martin, the first time we witnessed this team, we knew they were special. And they prove it here. The Kings of Ontario for AAA boys soccer. And we'll have trophy presentation, silver medals, and gold medals given out. And of course, the famous OFSAA banner, which will be hung in a gymnasium or wherever they keep their achievements. As both teams will show respect to each other. Handshakes all around for the effort it was. As that will do it for our 3 days here at OFSAA. It was awesome to witness. We had AAA boys all day on Thursday, AA girls all day on Friday, and then today, 2 games of both. The trophy ceremony will be very, very soon as they round everybody up. And the St. Martin Mustangs from the RLP SSAA region, the Region of Peel Secondary School Athletic Association. Looks like just on the other side of Toronto. So a little bit of a drive to get home for the Mustangs. Mother Teresa from the WOSSAA. Western Ontario Secondary School Athletic Association. I believe they reign from London, Ontario, so a little bit further than the Mustangs. Gatorade players of the game, it looks to be. I see Lucas Snow and the goal scorer, Nikola Kostic. will be it. And so here is the presentation as it will be given out. And so we'll have the medal ceremony. As both teams will be pulled back to the field. We'll go through each one of these rosters and congratulate them on their achievement. And so they'll all line up. And we'll get to go through each roster. As we'll turn it over to the PA announcer on the field. And so we'll go through the roster here as they receive the medals. Got Mateo Maradish, Isaiah Lodge, Des McLean. Just go through the roster. Jacob Brown, Felipe Cabulos, Gianluca Di Candido, Alessandro DaCosta, Orlando Del Vasto, Silvio DeMuro, Andrew Duvigi, Mike Farah, Mason France, Almutazim, Goddard, Braden Gonzalez, Isaiah Lodge, Shaolin Lee, Des McLean, Mateo Maratas, Tiago Niava, Jaden Goofer, Ramirez Latella, Ethan Robinson, Pavel Tadic, Chris Velasquez, and Nicholas Vada, your silver medalists for Mother Teresa, the Spartans. And so those silver medals are given out, and then we'll go to St. Martin, the gold medalists. We'll go through the roster. We got to watch this team many times. We have Karma Baginsang, Kevin Correa Fartado, Robert Dowadick, Kristen Dewsbury, Noah Garcia, Jesse Govea, Ferris Ibrahim, Adam Jabardi, Almuhana, Nikola Kostic, Jaden Meta, Aiden Nagy, Nikola Neskovic, Lucas Snow, Adrian Taljagic, Leo Vieira, Alexander Vukovic, Jeremy Witz, and Patrick Wozniak. Your OFSAA champions, and will take home a gold medal. I'm sure have celebrations here later today, and well, probably for the next little bit. And we'll present the banner as the captains will go get the prestigious flag. Stepping up is the captain, Faris Ibrahim, and the goalie, Nikola Neskovic. Your champions, the St. Martin Mustangs. Celebrate gold at the highest level in the province. And that will do it for us here on the CASA YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us all weekend long. We crowned 2 champions today of AA girls and AAA boys. For the AAA boys, the St. Martin Mustangs, your OFSAA champions. I've been Jacob Ewing all weekend long. Thank you for joining us on this journey. One more time for the champions, the St. Martin Mustangs. Thank you for watching.